All right, shalom, shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash. Giving double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect, and shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in this truth with sincerity, and shalom to the few sisters that watch. It's coming back with another lesson. This article is by way of Fox News. The brother sent me a clip from Instagram, pretty much saying the same thing. But it says top NATO military official urges businesses to be prepared for wartime scenario. So, these high officials know something is coming, man. But what this will bring, is probably layoffs, slow production of goods, and a lot more things, man. So it's all the first phase, man, of Jacob's trouble, man. Right here, right around the corner. So we'll just read a couple, a little bit of the article, and then we'll get some scriptures. I'll probably do a lesson, another lesson, going into, the actual, war, the missiles. I think we was at camp and I said something about 200 million missiles, which was incorrect. It's 200,000, which is a million, which is Salaki, which is 200 million. So, got to do a correction on that and, kind of go into that. But it says a top military official with NATO warned businesses on Monday to be ready for a wartime scenario, which could entail adjusting production and distribution lines to be less vulnerable to blackmail from Russia and China. So, they're thinking that Russia and China may, do some kind of maybe cyber attack or sabotage, with the supply chain. Says Dutch Admiral Rob Bauer, the chairperson of NATO's military committee, told attendees at an event of the European Policy Center think tank in Brussels that all available instruments could be used during a time of war, according to a report of Reuters. Says if we can make sure that all critical services and goods can be delivered no matter what, then that is a key part of our deterrence, Bauer said. He also said NATO is seeing a growing number of sabotage acts while Europe has seen the same when it comes to its energy supply. So, we got a lot coming, man. We got a lot going on. Russia, World War III, man, is here. Regardless of what people think, you still got people making plans for up to 2026. I've heard, people talk about, but these people have no concept of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They're not seeking the Lord. They're only seeking to fill their own bellies, man. Personal gain, covetousness. This is what the people are looking at, are involved in. How can they spend their money? What can they buy next? When they should say peace and safety, man, sudden destruction shall come. And that's where we headed, and before destruction, Jacob's trouble is gonna come. And these people are really going to lose their minds once they see that their 401ks are drained, that they're on the verge of losing their jobs, and when C-19 hit, we saw a glimpse of what could happen. But, hey, when Jacob's trouble hit, it's going to be all out chaos, all out panic, all out struggle, man. For everybody. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. We're going to start from the top. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. So that's what we're doing. Remembering Yahweh, coming to remembrance of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. While we still have our mental capabilities, our physical capabilities. Hey, we're worshiping Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, while the evil days come not, and the day of the Lord is right around the corner, man. We were seeing the nations gathering, building up their arsenals. Babylon the Great is on the decline. Division is at an all-time high. Egyptian is definitely set against Egyptian, especially within this country. So it says, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return again after the rain. So, we're remembering Yahweh Shem Yahushua, coming back to our heritage, preaching the word, doing lessons, spreading the word, trying to reach the elect before Yahweh Shem Yahushua bring the destruction. Verse 3, it says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. So, this is just going into, what's to come, man. Jacob's trouble, the destruction. Just like the article read, man, it could be a sabotage effect that caused many jobs to be lost. The supply chain to stop, and once the production stops, the job stops, man. All they got to do is hit the railroad, the airline, and, production is at a halt, So verse 4, it says, and all the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall raise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. And we right in that time, man. And that's right on time because, right before I got home, I was searching and this popped up. The daughters of music are definitely brought low, man. And it's always Eve. So this girl is named Kardash. It looked like Plan B official video. And I'll probably get a copyright or something on this. But, I just want to play just a little bit of it, man.
Listen here, you motherfuckers. All eyes on me.
So immediately we see Eve, with the lightened up skin and the blonde wig, man, going completely off. But this is what the agenda is, man. This is what the so-called, this is what the small hats are pushing. Because if I'm a record exec and somebody come in my office with this garbage, man, they gotta go. Anybody would say that, but we'll get into this song, man.
If I catch any of y'all looking at anything else,
so we'll fast forward a little bit.
And then I go and pop my purse. Let them nut all in my mouth. I think I got some on my shirt. Kept my $50 and I went and blew it on some yurt. Yeah, fuck a plan B. Them little shits don't even work. Let them nut all in my guts and then I go and pop my purse. Let them nut all in my mouth. I think I got some on my shirt. Kept my $50 and I went and blew it on some yurt. Yeah, word around town saying I'm the hottest in the city. Pussy good.
Okay, that's enough of that garbage. But we see, man, the daughters of music. Hey, they more than brought low. They done for, man. And this is the example that the Esau Edom wants to push on the youth, man. While most households are crippled, single parent, You know, parents getting younger and younger without any guidance. You know, as far as the women, this is the outcome, man. You know, the parents being the kids' friend. You know, and I know it's slightly off topic. You know, but hey, it was in the scripture, so we had to bring that out. But you know, we see a clear example of the daughters of music being brought low. You know. So, you know, we'll go to the book of Revelation, chapter 9. I don't know if I want to get this in the NLT or KJV. But we're going to drop down to verse 12. We might get it in both. You know, and it's going into World War III. You know, which is soon to come. So it says, this book of Revelation chapter 9, starting at verse 12, it says, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. So we already had two the past, you know. We're on the verge of World War III right now. You know, the second woe is past, which was World War II. So right now we see we're on the verge of World War III. And it says, and the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which was before Yahweh Shem Yahushua, says, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. You know, and this is going into, you know, gathering the nations for war. It says, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. You know, when you go into the third part of men, that's going into Esau, Edom. You know, you got the sons of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you got the sons of men, and you got the sons of the wicked, and they are the third part. You know, that third part is the sons of the wicked. Esau, Edom. Verse 16, it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. So, you know, like I said earlier, you know, I was going to go into it on another lesson, but, you know, we'll bring it out right now, since we on the, you know, on the verge of World War III, man. So when you go into the number of an army of the horsemen, this is speaking of the ICBM missiles, man, says were 200,000. So when you got the 200,000, multiply that by 1,000, and that's 200 million. So that's how many missiles, how many warheads, you know, how many warheads are going to hit this place. You know, it says, I heard the number of them, and I heard the number of them. It says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth. Hold on. Let's see. As Salaki, you know, right when I was looking this word up, a call came in, but it's jacinth. Matter of fact, we'll get it. And I looked it up. It's a gem. Let's see. Says of a red color bordering on black, jacinth. So Salakia, we'll go back to it. Close that. All right, back to verse 17. Verse 16 went into the 200 million missiles, warheads, like you. So it says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and brimstone. Says, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. And this is just a description of the missiles, man. The fire, the colors, verse 18, it says, by these three was a third part of men killed. And going into Esau, Edom. It says, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth, and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Salaki. But yeah, this going into the missiles, man. So that's what's to come. Jacob's trouble as well as World War III. Hey man, we right here. And in between time will be the ushering in of the MOTB. The mark of the beast, RFID microchips. Hey, time's about to get hard, brothers. Time's about to get hard. Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Shai. Have mercy, man, on the sincere brothers out here, doing the will. Salaki, all kind of technical difficulties. I don't even know where the video stopped. Salakia, but yeah, that's what's to come. World War III, Jacob's trouble, World War III, and in between that, the issuing of the MOTB, mark of the beast, RFID microchip. This devil is about to come down with great wrath because he sees his time is short, man. You got the men out on the highways and hedges, sighing and crying, chanting down Babylon the Great, exposing this devil for all his wickedness. And his time is short. So, with that being said, we want to constantly give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Shalom.